Hello everyone, once again welcome on board to my channel, and today we'll discuss about the minimum equipment list. And this is very demandable requirement from my lot of colleague. I got lot of message long back, and finally I am ready to dispatch this knowledge for you guys, and this video is ready for you guys. And last video we have discussed about the master configuration deviation list, that is the missing part regarding aircraft, and that is the part of flight manual. And we have discussed about the NEF, non-essential equipment and furnishing. Now we will discuss about the minimum equipment list and why this is important, what is the procedure, what is the definition, how you are going to utilize the MEL in day-to-day life. And this is very important thing because you are going to use this throughout your life till you are in the field of aircraft maintenance engineering and you are certifying the aircraft. So you should know the actual procedure, what are the things there. If you are not knowing, you can go through my video, and if you are knowing, it is good enough, and you can type in the comment box if you want to add some point. And this is basically very useful for the new people who don't know how to work on the aircraft, how to apply the MEL on 320 family aircraft. So let's just sit back, relax, enjoy this video till end. Before that, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my all the channel for getting more video on Airbus 320 family. So this is for your knowledge purpose only, and I will always suggest refer the approved and revised document only whenever you are going to apply this MEL. This is very important. Why this is very important? Because now day to day, every time MEL is getting revised, or all the documents are getting revised. So always use approved with the latest revision. That is my concept to whenever you are going to work on the aircraft, whether it is aircraft maintenance manual, or whether it is MEL, whether it is CDL or aeroplane flight manual. So what is the definition of MEL? MEL identifies the aircraft system, instrument, component that may be inoperative or malfunctioning while still permitting the aircraft to be dispatched for the safe flight. So if there is some inoperative item, there is MEL which will you can utilize to dispatch the aircraft for the safe flight, and it will not impact the operation, and it will not loss to the company due to the cancellation of flight due. And this will help to generate the revenue also, because one flight cancellation, it will be used cost to the company. So this MEL is a provision. You can, in a simple word, I can say this MEL is for the redundancy purpose. So minimum equipment is based on the Airbus AMMEL, that is your master minimum equipment list, and dispatch under a minimum equipment list item enables the dispatch of aircraft in safe airworthy condition when certain system function or equipment are temporary, unavailable or inoperative. So this is the definition of the MEL. This enables the aircraft to continue earning the revenue without the compromising. So this is the main point whenever you are running any airline business. Once aircraft will fly, it will go to the destination, come back from the destination with the passenger, then only company will generate the revenue, and from there only you will get your salary also. And so that's why MEL is main purpose. I can suggest this is for the redundancy purpose, and you are maintaining your company brand also, because if you are keeps on grounding a flight and you are cancelling of the flight, then definitely it is going to impact, and you will have bad reviews about the company. So that's why MEL is a things where you can release the flight with some inoperative item mentioned in the list. If we go in more detail, Airbus MEL is a dispatch document that is produced by the aircraft manufacturer and approved by the certification authority. Now, MEL is used as a reference by an operator to create their own MEL. So, MEL is coming from the MEL. So, operator will prepare based on the MEL. As per regulation, when there are failure or defect that cannot be rectified, which are covered by the MEL item, MEL must be applied prior to the departure, and same must be accepted by the captain. We'll discuss on this point in the last video. This is very important. So if you go in further detail, there is a fourth section in the MEL. This is the key point, how you have to how you are going to use the MEL, how you are going to enter in the MEL section. So we'll check with some example. First we'll go through the theory, then we'll take some example for better understanding. So there is a fourth section, how to use MEL entries, MEL item, MEL operational procedure. How to use this? This section contains general information and describe the organization of the manual. So you will have general information in this. Then if you go to the MEL entries, this section lists all the ECOM alerts, indicate that associated MEL item, if any, to apply for dispatching the aircraft. And this section is a user-friendly entry point for the flight crew and maintenance personnel when the ECOM alert reported a system failure. So what is the MEL entry means? In a simple word I will tell, whenever any fault generated on the ECOM, so same you can go through the same word you can find out in the MEL entry section, whatever. So MEL entry section will cover all the ECOM related fault message, and from that fault message you can go to the MEL entry column and you can find out the condition, whether it can dispatch, with whether it is fault, whether it can dispatch, and if not dispatch, what is the alternate option, means what MEL you can put. Second is your MEL item, that is your MI, short name. This section is approved by the EASA and list all the MEL item with the associated dispatch condition. So you will have dispatch condition on this. So whenever you are referring the MEL entry, you'll better understand in the once I'll take some examples. So suppose you got pack 1 regulation fault. You are going in the MEL section, you find out the pack 1 regulation fault, that will refer you some of the another task, that is your MEL item. So you have to go to the MEL item list, then there you will find out this dispatch condition, category of dispatch, what are the things need to be done before dispatch of the flight. Third is, last is the MEL operational procedure, that is for the captain, but still I will suggest whenever you are applying some MEL, there is a maintenance section also and operational procedure also. I will suggest just go once, because this is a technical knowledge, sometimes maybe pilot will not understand, and if you go through that, maybe pilot can have some doubts, so you can explain in a better way. So always go through the operational procedure also. So this section gives the operational procedure that are associated with the MEL items. So all are interlinked. This operational is interlinked with this, this interlinked with that, this. So all are interlinked with each other. ECOM monitors the condition of the system. Actual alert. Now you will find out there is a two words which is used in the MEL section, that is your actual alerts and fast alert. Actual alert, this indicates that monitor system is inoperative. This monitor system is inoperative. Failure mode is a failure of the monitor system. Means monitor system is already failed, you can say. If you talk about the false alert, it will go in the same way. In this system indicate the monitor system is inoperative. Failure mode is a failure of the monitoring system, and monitor system remains fully operative. That is your false alert, because system is remains operative. So you have to do a necessary right test, then only you will find out whether it is actual alert or false alert. For each failure mode, there is a condition of dispatch column given the applicable MEL item. So condition of dispatch mean what? You will find out somewhere where it is written no dispatch. I will come back with the slide. No. So condition of dispatch. There is a condition of dispatch you will find out in the ECOM entry, and you will find out sometimes some word no dispatch means what? It is not permitted to dispatch the aircraft when the ECOM displays this alert. So just keep in mind, aircraft will not dispatch if you are finding some fault with that. Same thing you can see in the MEL entry. I will show you in the next slide. Not related to MEL. This is also part of the main MEL entry. So ECOM alert does not report a system failure, but a reversible abnormal condition such as the state of system or an aircraft configuration or an external condition. This condition is not a system failure and is not related to MEL, and MEL should not use for this. So what is happening? Aircraft cockpit alert or condition does not indicate a system failure, does not require checking the minimum equipment list for dispatch. There may be possible of reversible or temporary cabin or system issues, or you can say immediate or obvious cabin. There may be required of cabin crew corrective action or corrective action. Some operating condition rather than no-go flight restriction. So this many things are there. So basically, this is a part of what I feel. This is part of the captain. Maybe some entry error into the MCDU also. You will find out this kind of the error. So this is a not no-go situation. That's why I'm telling. And the corrective action to revert to a normal condition is immediate, obvious, or well known by flight crew or maintenance personnel. So at the end of the day, it is responsible for the both people. Dispatch condition reference is used to identify the open MEL item in the logbook. So whenever you are complying with dispatch condition reference, always check the MEL logbook of the MEL entry and refer the associated operational procedure if it is given to refer, and refer the associate maintenance procedure if required. So this many three things, whenever already there is some MEL, you have to always check before dispatch of the aircraft. Now we'll talk about the MEL items. Okay, so MEL item, you'll find out there is a two word O and M. O mean operational procedure, M means symbol indicate mean maintenance procedure. So O symbol indicate purpose of operational procedure, maybe O symbol indicates the purpose of operational procedure may be to require the flight crew or cabin crew to perform the action. So this is part of the flight crew or cabin crew. Operational procedure always will be the part of the cabin crew or cockpit crew. To provide a limitation or performance penalties, to provide a useful information to crew, like you could not fly in the ice weather condition, thunderstorm, no DTO operation, like this operational procedure will be impacted in the MEL entry. If we talk about the M symbol maintenance procedure, M symbol indicate that the dispatch condition requires a specific maintenance procedure to permit operation of the aircraft with the inoperative item. So whenever M is there, definitely there is a maintenance action. You have to refer that particular AMM. Maybe there is a deactivation task, maybe some action required, some bite test is required before each flight or first flight of the day. That criteria will be mentioned in the AMM. Purpose of maintenance procedure may be to deactivate the system, as I told you, to check the system. Maybe you require to do bite test. Just for example, avionics equipment ventilation system. Whenever you are applying this MEL, you have to do bite test of avionics equipment ventilation system. Maintenance procedure is normally a one-time action that must be applied before the first MEL dispatch. However, the dispatch condition may specify a periodicity for the repetitive action. So, dispatch condition, you have to apply maintenance action, one-time maintenance action, and maybe repetitive action also required. That will be mentioned in the documents. Where a time period is specified in a calendar day, this is important. It shall start 0001 on the calendar day following the day of the discovery. So where a time period is specified in the number of flight or flight hour, it shall start at the beginning of the first flight following the discovery of the failure. So just keep in mind, calendar day and flight time is very different. Time period, flight hour, you have to calculate beginning of the first flight, the day failure occurs. Calendar day will see in this repair interval. Regarding calendar day, we'll discuss in this here. So there is a category of MEL, repair category A, B, C, D. So repair and interval for category A, no standard interval is specified. However, items in this category shall be rectified in accordance with the dispatch condition that will be stated in the MEL. So it will be mentioned here, like 5 cycle, 10 flying hour, like this it will be mentioned. Repair interval B, item is categorized shall be rectified within the 3 consecutive calendar day excluding the day of discovery. So just remember, suppose today is 28 Jan. Okay, and you are going to apply in this cat BMEL, so you will not consider that today's date, you will consider from midnight. So that's why I mentioned if it were recorded at 13:00 January 26, 10 days interval begins at 00:01:27 onwards. So midnight it will be from the next day, midnight time it will be start, and end will be on 5th. Just you calculate 10 days. Repair interval cat C, this is valid for 10 days and same excluding the day of discovery. Here also you have to calculate from the midnight. And repair interval cat D, item is categorized, shall be rectified within 120 consecutive calendar day excluding the day of discovery. So this is all about the cat A, B, C, D, MEL. There is an application in Play Store. You can download MEL application. From there also you can calculate the date. So any fault, suppose, so I have just given example, you will not consider today date, and you follow from the midnight to the next 3 days, and it will be valid till midnight 23:59. There is some example flight hour definers. Flight hours means block to block or chocks to chocks time. This is also important. And another way, flight hour are to be counted based on the definition of flight, that is your period of time that begins the moment at which the aircraft begins to move by its own means in preparation for the takeoff, continuous during the takeoff, and applicable flight phase end when the aircraft lands and come back to complete stop parking area. So that's why we used to call chocks to chocks, chocks on to chocks on. So aircraft will move with its own power, it will taxi, take off, and it will follow all the flight ways, it will come back for landing, then it will come back to parking area to stop condition. That is your flight hours. MEL extension, there is a provision for MEL extension also, but it should not take extension, it could be avoided until unless some parts is in order and getting delayed in dispatch. Otherwise you can request for the extension of MEL, that is part of the company quality. There is the one other word you'll find out, en route MEL. What do you mean by en route MEL? En route MEL are those selected maintenance items which do not require any maintenance related action or maintenance procedure as a condition for dispatch release, and it is assessed that serviceability of the equipment system does not affect the airworthiness of aircraft. So en route MEL does not affect the airworthiness of aircraft. So wherever that thing is mentioned, captain will accept, and that can go in route. It's just like you can follow whenever aircraft door is closed, this is applicable for the captain. So they will follow if it is in route MEL, they will comply. We'll see the chart for the MEL, so for the better understanding about this. Such maintenance item are marked as a en route MEL as applicable in documentary. You'll find out en route MEL mark. Depend on organization to organization, but if you see in India, you will see definitely this en route MEL mark. Overall responsibility for assessment and declaration of the particular maintenance item as a en route MEL is jointly with the quality manager, chief of the maintenance, and chief of the operation. So these people will be involved. Once an aircraft is either pushed back, towed from the blocks, or start to move under its own power for the purpose of flight, and before takeoff, should a system component or function become inoperative or degraded as indicated by the ECOM message, then flight crew should complete the appropriate checklist procedure as per the approved operational documents such as OEB, ECOM, QRS, EB reset, FCOM procedure. So if door is closed, aircraft is ready to move with own power, so captain will follow these many documents to if can be resolved or not. If upon completion of this procedure checklist, if the fault clears, pilot in command may decide to continue the flight. So this is the first condition. In case of fault remains and workload permits, pilot may consult with the MEL for the fault, and if the same is denoted as an en route MEL, pilot in command may proceed to the destination and report the defect to the destination. And if you talk in the next step, MEL operational procedure may be applied at pilot in command. In such case, when a defect is accepted by the flight crew under en route MEL, flight is continued and shall record the defect in flight report book at the end of the flight. So if operational procedure comply, you can report the defect at the end of the flight to the last destination, wherever you are going to land. Once the aircraft is landed as destination, en route MEL will be attended by the certifying person as a procedure for the necessary rectification or carry forward as the case may be. So certifying person will attend this thing and he will do the carry forward entry. If there is no solution, no rectification, there is a short ground time, so you can apply the MEL. In case of status message, there is another point. There is no associated checklist procedure applicable of MEL is only required if it is displayed before the first engine start. So just keep in mind, before the first engine start, MEL application is not required if it is displayed after the first engine start has begun, and that is engine mode selector is set to ignition and start. So just go once again, there is no associated checklist procedure. Okay, so the application of MEL is only required if it is displayed the first engine start. So this application, once first engine is start, then only this application of MEL is required. MEL application is not required if it is displayed after the first engine start, means you have selected the mode selector to ignition or start mode, then this cannot be used. So this is about some case about the maintenance message. So this is your flow chart. We'll just go through for better understanding. Flow chart for the MEL dispatch condition. Failure with, without ECOM, warning, caution, advisory status. This many things. Apply the OAB, ECOM, QRH, CB reset, FCOM procedure. This is part of the first part of the captain. If the fault remains, yes, go to the next. If no, release or continue the flight. If yes, refer the MEL entries. You have to go to the MEL entries. If aircraft status confirm actual or false alert, then MEL condition of dispatch confirm. You have to confirm that MEL condition of dispatch. If no dispatch, aircraft non dispatchable, discontinue flight, return to bay. If it is mentioned no dispatch, I will take you in the next slide with some example. And refer to the item. Refer the MEL item. What are the, if there is a dispatch is available, then there will be some MEL item number. You can do carry forward. Not applicable, not related to MEL, release the flight and continue for the flight. So these three clauses you will get. And if you go in the next page, MEL item. MEL item, if operational procedure, comply the procedure and continue the flight. If no operational or maintenance procedure, continue the flight as a MEL condition. So if this thing is not there, captain has to accept this flight and continue for the next sector. And if maintenance procedure, this is the important, apply the maintenance procedure and continue the flight. So this is the situation about the maintenance item. If we take some example, MEL entry, like I told you, there is a 4-part. So first was general, second is MEL entry. So whatever ECOM fault, just for example, air conditioning control 1, 2, AB fault, pack 1, 2 fault, air pack 1 plus 2 fault. Just keep in mind 1 plus 2 is different in both pack fault, that will be look like no go, and 1 or 2, this is in a bracket, means 1 or 2, any one can fault. But I am not talking about a maintenance message. If it is maintenance message, there is a technical follow-up. You can release the, like temperature control 1 and 2 both can go under the MEL. but here I am talking about both pack 1 2 fault cannot go under MEL. So we'll take some example. Air pack 1 or 2 fault, suppose you got this ECOM alert, so you have to go in the MEL entries, you check the list, then you go to the ECOM alert, you'll find out the same word whatever available on the ECOM, then you see the aircraft status, new condition of dispatch. If it is written no dispatch, aircraft is grounded, back to bay. If the condition of dispatch suggesting, refer the item 21520 air conditioning pack. So we'll go to this MEL item. So if you are going to MEL item, this is the MEL item. You will also have list of that starting of the index. So I'm just going to the direct on the MEL item. So this is your air conditioning pack. So this is your applicable to all aircraft. Here also backside I forget to tell, here also you find out applicable to all aircraft or particular emission in that organization where you are working. So this is applicable to all. So this is your MEL reference number. Suppose you are going to apply this MEL, so this will be your MEL reference number. With speed brakes available for Cat C intervals. So speed brake must be available. This is a condition, and this is your repair interval Cat C in 10 days. Number of install, how many packs are there in 320 family? There is a 2 packs. Number required, minimum 1 pack. Play carding, yes, you have to put the play carding. This is also important. Now you see here operational procedure, maintenance procedure, both are involved in this task. So we'll just go line by line. One may be inoperative provided that ETOPS is not conducted. So this is part of operation. Pilot cannot fly the aircraft if one pack is inoperative. Following alerts: air pack 1 2 regulation fault, air condition control 1 2 A fault, 1 2 B fault associated with operative pack are not displayed on engine warning display. Whenever you are applying MEL, so these many faults should not be available on the engine warning display with respect of operative pack. So this is also part of maintenance procedure. Affected pack 1 to push button set to off, you have to set the pack to off. Speed brake are operative, you can check the operation of speed brake. Associated pack flow control bar is secure in closed position. So this is your maintenance section, and if this is your maintenance section AMM number, once you are going this AMM task, then it will guide you how to deactivate the pack and what any test if required, that will guide you for the test. And if you talk about the operational procedure, same whatever reference for MEL item, whatever using by the engineering, same number, same reference number will be mentioned for the operational procedure. So we'll go in the operational procedure. So this is your operational procedure. You'll find out air conditioning cooling system, and once you are opening this thing, you'll find out this operational procedure. This is your air conditioning pack. One air conditioning pack inoperative for Cat C interval. This is your index copy, and this is your detail copy. So one pack air conditioning pack inoperative for Cat C interval. Now you see why I am telling you have to go through that operational procedure. This is not part of maintenance, but still if you want to become little more smarter, I will always suggest go through the operational procedure. This will help you to guide the captain also, and sometimes captain will have doubt, he can ask you, then you will become confused. So I will always suggest whenever you are going to apply any MEL, always go through the maintenance procedure also, and if operational procedure is there, then just go through the operational procedure and you clear your doubt before approaching the captain. So what is the scenario? This is applicable to all MSN. Flight preparation limitations: if one pack is inoperative, one engine taxi is not permitted. So definitely captain is going to do this action. So one engine taxi is not permitted if one pack is inop. During cockpit preparation, pack flow selector, select into the high. You have to select in overhead panel. There is a pack flow selector, low, mid, high. You have to select on high because it will go on single pack. In flight, if blower push button, extractor push button are set to override, cabin altitude may reach about 9700 feet. So that is also monitored by the captain. Cabin pressure excessive, cabin altitude alert may be displayed on the engine warning display. So this is all about the operational procedure of the pack. If we take some example, as I told, ecom alert is find out cabin pressure, low differential pressure. This is non-related to MEL. There is something system disturbance. You have to take action, and this is not related to MEL, so you cannot invoke any MEL for this. Cabin pressure outflow valve not open. Outflow valve not open means what? You cannot control the pressurization. So if you see the condition of dispatch, that is no dispatch. So if it is aircraft in ground, whether it is flight, aircraft will turn back, ground turn back, air turn back, and you have to do the necessary action before dispatching of the aircraft. You have to clear this snag. Ecom alert cabin pressure, excessive cabin altitude, that is also not related to MEL. Cabin pressure, excess residual pressure, that is actual alert, can be false alert. Apply the ecom procedure. If it is actual alert, if it is fault alert, refer this MEL 52-10-10 door residual differential pressure detection. So this is all about the actual alert and false alert. And this is a decision of the commander whether he is going to accept the flight or not accept the flight with the inoperative item. So totally depend on the captain. So we cannot say this can go under MEL. So we are invoking the MEL. If captain will not accept, you have to do some solution troubleshooting. MEL cannot take into the account for all multiple or unserviceable components. Therefore, before dispatching of aircraft with multiple MEL item in operatives, it must be assured that any interface and interrelationship between the inoperative item will not result in degradation in the level of the safety or an undue increase the crew workload. So this you have to take care whenever you are invoking multiple MEL for dispatching of the aircraft. So we'll discuss some more examples about the MEL, so you will have clear view of the MEL. So if you talk about the AC gen maintenance message, you see this is your en route MEL. It is mentioned it is en route, and AC gen maintenance message may be displayed on the status page. This is your reference number applicable to all. Repair category C, number of install not mentioned, number required not, no placarding required. We will talk about another en route MEL, BAT1 to push button switch off light. So this is your applicable to all aircraft. This is your reference number, cat C interval, number installed 2, number required 0, placarding yes. One or both may be inoperative. So one or both battery push button off light may be inoperative. So this is another en route MEL important example. If we will talk about the no-go emergency generator, repair intervals dash. This is your reference number. This is your applicable number, applicable to all. Number installed 1, number required 1, no placarding. Must be operative means this is no dispatch condition. If this scenario happened after the door closing, aircraft is moving with own engine power, then definitely aircraft will turn back to the gate. Another is RAT extension automatic control. So here cat C, number install 1, number required 0, no placard. Here is the maintenance action. This is your AMM reference number. You have to go through the Airbus vault. Maybe inoperative provided that ED2 is not conducted. RAT extension manually control is checked operative every day. So every day you have to do maintenance action. So whenever you are going to invoke this MEL, you have to mention this. You have to do maintenance action manually with every day. So just keep in mind, sometime you will find out first flight of the day, every day or once in a day, like this you will have some points. So you have to take care whenever you are applying any MEL. If you go another example, best example, overwing emergency exit slide pressure message on the flight attendant panel. So if you are getting this message, this is critical. This is applicable to, not applicable. It is written. It's just like emission or particular aircraft, because Airbus 320 family is same. Check the slide bottle pressure, repair interval. They have not mentioned. Number of install not applicable, number required not applicable, placard not required. One or both message may be displayed provided that associated slide bottle pressure is checked before first flight of each day. Suppose you are applying MEL in daytime anytime, so initially that will be your first flight, so you have to check the bottle pressure of overwing exit. So if cargo is loaded, you have to remove all the cargo, to check that bottle pressure. So this is a very important thing, and you have to make a entry each day. You have to first flight of each day. So wherever aircraft is getting night on next day, that maintenance action must be performed, and you have to make take log entry, maintenance action carried out, you carry forward MEL, and you can check for more detail. This you can check this AMM number. Engine fire detection loop A on the engine 1. This is your in-route MEL. Here also applicable to our CAT C. Hit number install 1, number required 0, play carding yes. May be inoperative provided that associated detection loop B is operative. So that's why it is telling you that operational procedure may be inoperative and loop B is operative. You have to do that functional test, and engine fire test is made before each flight. So this is part of operation. You should not mention in the tech log, because whenever any captain is going to approach the aircraft, he will see the MEL. If procedure is there, he will do that operational procedure. But just go through the operational procedure what I told you earlier. One more good to know example, side stick PTT switch, and we'll discuss about this. So here also applicable to all. This is the reference number, repair interval C, number of installed to, one for captain, one for F4, because it is available on the side stick. Number required 0, play carding not required. Now here I just want, why I have used this example, because one day I was stuck. So wherever M means maintenance procedure, one or both may be inoperative in open position. Just keep in mind, one or both may be inoperative in open position, non-transmitting position, provided that int, rad, switch, captain, ACP, FO, SAP, ACP3 are operative. So these three conditions must be complied, but don't forget to read this note. Apply the maintenance procedure only when the inoperative side PTT switch is failed in closed position, transmitting position. So if it is not transmitting, need not require the maintenance action, only you have to just do the test of this where this thing must be operative, and apply the maintenance procedure only if it is inoperative and failed in closed position. It is keep on transmitting, then you have to open, you have to get some wire, and that is part of avionics. Okay, so this maintenance action only required when this is in closed position. This is very important thing. So always I will suggest, whenever you are applying the MEL, you are going to check the ECOM fault first. Simple way, check the ECOM fault. Same fault, you go back to MEL entry, you will find out that if then it will refer condition of dispatch, whether it can dispatch, no dispatch. If dispatch, what is the MEL item number? So you go to the MEL item number. MEL item number also, MEL item number and MEL entry, always check this applicability to all or particular MSN. Always check your register. Some places it will mention registration, some places it will mention MSN number, some places it will mention all. So these three criteria can be different airline. You will have this option. I have seen all the two options, MSN also, registration also. So then you check the dispatch condition MEL item and go to that, check the repair interval and apply the procedure and read the maintenance section, comply the maintenance section. Always read all the sentence line by line, then only you will not do any mistake. Some MEL is very confusing type. You take the time, don't forget about the delay, because safety is important. Airworthiness of the aircraft is important once you are going to release the flight. So take your time. Whenever you are stuck, take your senior. You can call your B1, B2, whoever can available, who can help you if you have doubt. Okay, so always take care of whenever you are going to apply any MEL. Make a proper tech log entry, and you have to give CRS. If you are applying maintenance procedure, you have to mention the AMM number, MEL applied, CAT D MEL, you have to mention expiry date, you have to mention, and maintenance action carried out in accordance with AMM, revision number and date. And one more thing important, if it is required repetitive check or first flight of the day, every flight you have to mention this thing in the tech log as well as carry forward entry column. So this is all about the annual. So guys, hope you love this video, and if you really love this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my all the channel for getting new video on Airbus 320 family to boost your knowledge. Definitely I will help you, and I am also refreshing myself. And this so many channel I have created because I got lot of demands, because so many people not able to reach on the YouTube. So I finally decided to make WhatsApp channel, Instagram channel, and I will share all the YouTube link on the WhatsApp, Instagram, Telegram channel for all the long range video, and in short reels, sometimes fast forwarding reels, you will find out them on the Facebook, Instagram as well as on YouTube. So getting complete knowledge, complete all the type of video, in short video, long range video, I will always suggest be on YouTube channel. That is the best way. Either if you are on WhatsApp channel also, I will share the same link on the WhatsApp, Instagram and Telegram. So guys, hope you love this video, and if you really love this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my all the channels. See you on the next part with a different topic.